Marta, and I'm happy to welcome you to the official channel of Dream Property Spain, where you can find useful information about purchase, sales, rents, staging, and all the relevant information connected with real estate market in Spain. In today's topic, I would like to speak about the costs that are related to the purchase of a property. Before that, I would like to remind you to push the subscribe button, so this way you will be notified about our latest videos. So let's dive in. It is calculated that the costs range from 8 to 12%, and these expenses may include the notary fee, the registry fee, the taxes that you pay for some documents. Also, if you buy a newly built property, you have to pay VAT. If you hire a management company, also there is a fee, and if you, for example, want to hire a lawyer, also it's around 1%. So let's start by in detail about each of these costs so that you have a better idea. The notary fee, we highly recommend our clients to have the title deed signed at a notary, and this fee would be from 0.2 to 0.5%. The document includes one authorized copy and two simple copies. The cost of this fee may range to, for example, how many pages is the title deeds, how many copies, and also depends on the value of the transaction. So here comes the question: should I pay all the taxes of the notary fee? According to Civil Code, Article 1455, the costs of granting the title deeds bears the seller, and for the first copy and all the copies that are after the sale has to pay the buyer. Actually, this is the case, but usually you can negotiate this in the preliminary contract, which is called Contrato de Arras, so that this fee is shared equally between the two parties. The next fee is the subscription in the property register. Although it is not obligatory, it is highly recommended, because this way you're considered the only and truly owner of the property and guaranteed that you will be protected against sellers' creditors, hidden charges, and etc. Also, if you are applying for a mortgage to finance the purchase, you will need to subscribe the property in the property register. Usually this is done automatically after signing the title deeds. And the price of this fee ranges from 0.1 to 0.25%, depending on the value of the property. The information is sent automatically to the cadastre, and the term for the annotation in the property register is 15 working days. Now, the taxes. As I said, if you're buying a newly built property, you have to pay VAT, and also the tax which is called Impuesto sobre Actos Jurídicos Documentados, which for each community is different. For Baleares is fixed at 1.5%. And if you're buying a second-hand property, you have to pay Impuestos sobre Transmisiones Patrimoniales, which is a tax for transfer tax, a type of transfer tax, and depends on the value of the property. It ranges from 8 to 11%. So we come to the agency fee. Although it is logical that the seller assumes these costs, actually, in the end, the buyer pays this fee. It ranges from 3 to 5%. Some agencies charge both parties, and it's better that you inform yourself well before signing the preliminary contract. The management fee, if you are hiring a gestoria, usually some banks may require that you handle all the documentation and procedures through a gestoria. The plusvalia tax, by law, it is regulated that the owner has to pay it, but it can be negotiated between buyer and seller to be split equally between the two. Also, you have connected with the mortgage, you will have to pay the valuation of the property, or the so-called tasación, which would be approximately 300 euro or more depending on the type of the property and its size, and also the costs for a lawyer, which would be around 1%. So here we give an example about a property second-hand. Imagine that this property costs 300,000 euro, and the taxes that you will have to pay and the fees you have to pay. The notary fee would be around 1,050 euro. The tax for impuestos transmisiones patrimoniales, 24,000 euro. The registry fee would be 525 euro. Also, you will need to, if you hire a gestoria, would be around 300. And the tasación, which is the valuation, let's say it's 400 euro. In total, you will need to have 20,000, minimum 20,000, which would be 60,000, sorry, which would be 20% for the down payment, and the rest would be the taxes. So in total, you will need approximately 86,000 euros. So these are the fees and the costs that you have to take in mind when purchasing a property in Spain. I hope this information has been useful for you. Please give us a thumb up. And so we would be happy to assist you in the process of selling, buying, purchasing, or renting a property in Ibiza. Please stay tuned, because the next video would be connected with the fees and taxes that a seller has to pay, and would be really interesting and useful information, I'm sure.